channel Classify Community. So today we will be doing the two rules, that is, one will be the current divider rule and another will be the voltage divider rule. See, current divider rule, that means that it will be in such a circuit that the current gets divided, and we all know that in the circuit in which the currents gets divided is the parallel circuit. Yes, you are correct. So if my I has been flowing, that means the current has been flowing in a parallel circuit, then for the resistor 1 the current will be I1, and for the resistor 2 the current will be I2, but the voltage will be same for both the resistors, that is the R1 and R2. So we can say that a total V is equal to I1 R1 as well as it's equal to I2 R2. That means I1 R1 is also equal to a total V. I2 R2 is also equal to a total V. You know that by Ohm's law that V is equal to IR. So if we need to find the current, so we can say I is equal to V by R. But whenever we need to find I2 or I1, we have to take this voltage of the other resistance. That means if we will take I2 R2, then R2 R2 will get cut and it will say I2 is equal to I2, then it will be meaningless. So whenever we need to do I2 or I1, whenever it will be I2 we will take I1 R1, whenever it will be I1 we will take I2 R2, but the resistance will be same of the current resistor. That means if it is I2, then a resistance will be R2. If it is I1, then a resistance will be R1. Okay? That means if we take I1, it would have been I2 R2 by R1, because we will take same resistance. So this is the concept. So let it be the equation 1. Okay. Now by KCL, we know that the summation of the currents is a KCL. That means a total current is equal to I1 plus R2. So we have already know the value of I2. It is I1 R1 by R2. So when R2 goes up, we take LCM. I1 R2 plus I1 R1 by R2. We took LCM as the R2. So I1 is common, so we bring out the I1 and bring out the I1. So we are left over with R2 plus R1 by R2, and we need to find I1. So I1 is the total current by the opposite resistance, that is the R2, and the summation of the resistance. So in general, you can see that the current through I1 is equal to the main current, that is the current flowing to the circuit, into its opposite resistance. That means the current, the resistor parallel to its resistor, that is the R2, will take that resistance, and the summation of the both of the resistance. You can also find the current divider rule by this also. See, we know that V is equal to I, that is Ohm's law. So my total voltage, my total current, and I will take R equivalent. So as my circuit is parallel, so I know my parallel formula is R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2, right? And we know that for I1 it is V by R1. So when I put in the place of the V the value, R1 gets cut and it's give me the similar result which I got in the previous, that is IR2 by R1 plus R2. That means voltage divider rule says that if I take I2, if I want to find I2, then I will take the main current, that is the total current. But my resistance will be the parallel resistance. That means R1, and I will do the summation of both the resistance. So I hope you understood the current divider rule. Now let's move on to the second rule, that is a voltage divider rule. See, voltage divider rule. From the topic you can simply understand that here the voltage gets divided. That means we know that in which circuit a voltage gets divided? Yes, you are right, in the series circuit. We know that in series circuit the current flows similar. That means for R1 we will have same I, and for R2 also same current. But the potential difference between the two resistors or across the two resistors will be different. That means for R1 it will be V1 and for R2 it will be V2. So we know that according to Ohm's law it is V is equal to IR. So for current it will be for total current equal to total voltage by R equivalent. So our R equivalent here will be, because it is in series, so its formula is R1 plus R2, simple addition of the resistance, so it will be V by R1 plus R2. Now we know that for the voltage across the V1 it will be V1 equal to total current, because current is same for both the resistors, and for R1. So I will put the value for I which I have find, it is V by R1 plus R2. So I got that it is VR1 by R1 plus R2. That means in general we can say that the voltage across the R1 is the main voltage into same resistance by the summation of the resistance. That means if you need to find the voltage across the resistance 2, then it will be main voltage into the same resistance, that is R2, and the summation of the both the resistance. So I hope you understood the voltage divider rule also. Let's sum up. Now see, what is current divider rule then? Current divider rule is, if you want to find the current at I1, then it will be main current and its opposite resistance by the sum of the resistance. But if you find the voltage across the R1, then it will be main voltage, same resistance, and the sum of the resistance. In current divider rule, we use this parallel circuit, because in parallel circuit the current gets divided, whereas in the voltage divider rule, in series the voltage gets divided. So for today our lecture ends. See you all in the next lecture. Till then, be happy and have a great day. Now is the quote time. Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits. I hope all of you understood the lecture of today, and thank you for watching.
Wow, that's impressive! You have completed a magic today. For more videos, subscribe. Join our Facebook group and Instagram page for group discussion and live Magus videos for exam preparation in an hour. We start a class-like community for students to learn from a friend in a simple way and support them in their own languages. If you are willing to be that one friend who saves us at the exam night preparation, then please join us by visiting classfly.in.